What is going on, everybody, and welcome back. We are going to be installing some new pegboard today that we got from Wall Control. Super excited to test it out and use it here at the shop first, and then maybe put some up in the home garage. So the reason that we're doing this here is we are going to have our squeegees, flood bars, and anything that we use for the press put up neat, nice, right above here. And that'll still give us a nice clean path to walk through, but you'll also have everything that you need for the press right at your fingertips. So this is what we have currently been using, but we want to keep it all up on the wall and out of the way, and having this next to the press just ate up a lot of room. So we're actually going to be taking these down. We'll have our job sheets be able to hang here. One thing that I did like is that our existing peg hooks, this is a smaller one for the lighter stuff. We have heavier ones for the stuff that is heavier. But these pegs and the standard ones that you have will actually work with this as well. They do make their own peg hooks and accessories that you can get, but being able to use the stuff that we already have is also awesome. So it'll make that much easier, and we'll be able to go ahead and get this set up. Pretty simple. Comes with some anchors and some screws. You're going to want to have a level just to make sure that obviously it's level. And if you can, you want to be able to go into studs depending on what you're hanging. For us, we are going to just balance it off of that pipe so that it looks nice and even, and we're not putting anything that's super heavy on it. So we will just be using the drywall anchors for this install. But if you do plan to put anything heavy on these, you'll definitely want to make sure that you find the studs or have something mounted behind it to accommodate for the weight that you are hanging. So let's go ahead and get these started. We bought a set of 2, and another thing to note on these is that they come in 2 different orientations, but you want to choose the one that has these vertical lines. So they have other panels that will be like this, but they'll come with these lines going vertical. So you always want to make sure for your application that you pick the one that will work, and just make sure that those are running up and down. That way, if you do choose to use any of their accessories, those will fit in and work properly. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so the first thing that we're gonna do is just get it in place and make sure we have it the distance we want away from there. And then I have a small magnetic level that we have on top. So once that's there, I'm just going to use a Sharpie, and I will mark in each of these holes so that we can get our drywall anchors installed. All right, so we have our marks in there and we are level. So we will go ahead and get our drill set and run those in. So for this, if you are going directly into studs, you'll want to use a 1/8 inch drill bit. For what we're doing, we're going to use the 3/16, and that will give us a little bit bigger of a hole to be able to fit the drywall anchors in. All right, so now that we have all the anchors in place, just go ahead and grab the screws, and we will take our panel over there and start with the center one. That way we can hold it and balance it. All right, so we'll start with the middle one. We're not actually going to tighten it all the way. That way we can still adjust it. All right, so now that we have the center screw in and tight and snug, we can adjust it until it is level, and then that'll line up with our other anchors, and we can go ahead and run the top screws in, then finish off with the bottom ones, and we will be set to go. so it is installed and level and ready to go. So now we just need to move all our press supplies up there and we'll be good to go. All right, so we have got most of everything up here. We'll probably get another hook for some tape and maybe one of those can holders, and we can have just an extra setup of web spray for hoodies and stuff. But yeah, we've got all of our squeegees, flood bar, our roller, our split squeegee for when we're doing zippered and button ups, and then our small sleeve squeegees and flood bars. So super happy with that. I do have a second one, but I don't believe that I need to put it up there. We'll try to maybe make use of that somewhere else in the shop, maybe up there by shipping. But one thing that I did do is make it visually kind of even with the TV there. And also the reason for that is it's just high enough, the TV and all of this, that you will not hit your head or poke your eye out on any of that stuff. And it gives you plenty of room to still get around the press. So yeah, we are going to get that sweeped up and we'll be all set. All right, well, that's all for our new wall control setup. Super happy with it. Super easy to install. Definitely not going anywhere. So it's up out of the way, but close to the press. So that definitely saves downtime and having to walk back and forth to grab stuff. You have everything you need right where you're printing. So that's kind of been one thing that we've been looking to always improve in our shop, is making everyone here who works here, their life and their day easier and more efficient. So kind of just taking some time on the weekend to invest in not only our own process, but making the day-to-day operations for the guys running the press a lot easier, more convenient, and just kind of get everything squared away. And it looks good. So we're happy with that. Thinking of maybe putting another set of peg hooks here and do some backup rolls of tape. We do keep all our tape rolls, one on each head. Those are just for registration marks. But as you can see, we keep them. Every head has one. That way you are never chasing down tape. And then we've got this, which I do like. So maybe we'll get one of these. I know they have some of those attachments that we can put on there, and that will store a backup can so that when you're in production, it's all right at your fingertips. So yeah, I would say definitely, if you haven't, check it out. It's called Wall Control. Definitely a good value, and this kit came with 2 of them in there, so we'll either find another spot in the shop to put it or bring that one home and hang it up somewhere there. But yeah, thanks again for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below, and we'll see you guys later.